Hello, this is Ann Tracy with the Blanded on Broadband blog. Today I'm with John Schultz with U-reka Broadband. John has been working with the Southwest Minnesota Broadband Services to bring fiber to 8 cities in Southwest Minnesota. But today I'm asking John to tell a little bit about the project and the addition of wireless to the fiber network.
Okay. Well, it's always been a goal of Southwest Minnesota Broadband to find a way to fill in the areas that we weren't going to reach with fiber, because we just didn't feel that we could make the financial commitment to get out to all those homes and businesses that might be outside of the city limits or not on the fiber ring. And so we were really looking for an option, but we were looking for an option that really didn't cost us anything, which is maybe impossible. But we stumbled, or we were fortunate to find the folks at Local Loop who really want to find a way to help rural communities and the unserved part of rural communities deliver wireless services. And so we have a first phase goal of actually infilling our fiber network, the areas that aren't served with fiber to the home, with a wireless service. And at that point in time, just get people something. And then we've got a customer base. We can talk about maybe someday expanding fiber with those customers, but we wanted to have those customers first. I think the most interesting thing about the project is phase 2, which creates mobility across the entire service area. So not just having a wireless service that's good within your home, but having a wireless service that you can take with you on the road. And if you look at that area and the agriculture and the fleet type services that happen, so whether that is mechanics or tires or feed or fertilizer, there's a lot of fleet activity that happens where a business might be in Jackson, but they're all the way out to Heron Lake, and they don't have any communication back to their office. So I think this is going to be a great addition to the network, from not just serving the unserved customers in our footprint, but also creating that mobility so businesses, especially in that area, can have something different, can have some mobility, and can actually get back to their offices. You know, we also envision the farmer sitting in his tractor plowing the crops with that mobile connection, being able to look at crop pricing while he's planting this field. So I think it's a great option. And I think the way we're laying it out, it's a very little capital expense for Southwest Minnesota Broadband, and that's really what we were shooting for.
Great. And what services will people get through the wireless?
Initially, it will be a 4G wireless service, so somewhere between 3 and 6 meg down and 1 to 3 meg up, I think, is what we're shooting for first. And eventually we will, then that's step 1, is to get the unserved customers, and then we'll look at expanding that network, adding more towers to create mobility, and then that same service will be offered on more of a mobile basis instead of a fixed basis.
Great. Now, can I ask you a little bit about timing? And since you're here, I'll ask you about the fiber network, how that's going in the timing, as well as the addition of the wireless services.
Fiber network and fiber to the home side of it we're progressing. And as you can imagine, we're doing things that haven't been done before, as far as having multiple cities work together in one project. And so I'm not going to say we're struggling, but we're definitely nailing down the final pieces and parts of how our matching funds get funded and how we get that done. But we've got engineers working on final plans and specs to bid out in March. We think we'll have a release of funds from the Rural Utility Service in the next month or so. And we still have the intent of building that network in 2011. On the wireless side, we're going to start with a pilot area, and we want to roll that out in 2011 yet. And that'll probably serve somewhere between 30 to 40 people, and we've got some areas that we've selected that would make sense, particularly around the Round Lake area, it looks like. And that, once we get the fiber network built, we'll do that in concert with wireless network. So we hope to roll the final wireless service out kind of during 2011 and try to have at least the fixed wireless service done by the end of the year.
That's great. That'll be something for other communities to look towards. Do you have any advice that you'd give to other communities who are looking at fiber and or wireless?
Well, I think we've talked before about finding partners. I think maybe we found another good partner here, somebody who really wants to focus on the things that we aren't focusing on. I think what might really be interesting on this network is not just you can get our fiber to the home service, but maybe for $10 more you can then also have the ability to roam wirelessly throughout the service area. And I think that's going to be really cool. And I think I respect the things that Sibley County is trying to do, like trying to wire the entire area. But I think sometimes not everybody's got that financial appetite, and this is a nice way to get you there. And I think really what you need to look at is the ability to do what you feel comfortable with. Because if you don't feel comfortable with $50 million worth of funding, then don't do it. But if you feel comfortable with $12 million of funding, like the group does down in Southwest Minnesota, and you can find a partner who's willing to put most of the capital in on the wireless side, it's a great deal.
Great. Thank you very much.
No problem.